Hello there, my lovely legionnaires. How are we doing today? It's art time. I'm eepy. I'm so eepy. So we've discovered something fun yesterday, and it's that 4-hour streams are not a viable thing for your eldritch creature to do. I was so tired I wanted to die.
I mean, to be fair, wasn't the whole point of it that you discovered that?
Yeah.
You were trying to figure that out. Yeah, no, so like...
So...
You clear...
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I need to interrupt myself. What is this?
Okay, so somebody asked, so I'm just gonna talk about this. So, for a little bit of context, I actually don't know if any of you know who Allison Preen is. I don't know if you'd have that context. So just hang on. Justin has a D&D character.
Okay.
I have to find her. Hang on. I think this is the only image that she's in. So, Justin, Brooke, and I played Waterdeep Dragon Heist together.
Okay.
Ben was our DM. This is Justin's character. Her name is Alice.
Okay.
Her name is Allison Preen.
Nice, okay.
Oh god, wait. The full name is Allison. Is it Allison? I think it's Allison Adriana Edith Natalie Preen, I think is the whole name. I think it's those names, but not maybe in that order.
Okay.
She's a halfling, and it's been an established thing that she has like a really big family. And I asked Justin if it was okay if I made one of her siblings.
Alright.
So this is her older brother.
Okay.
His name... I wrote it all down, hang on.
I mean, I'm hanging.
His name is Walter Balthazar Frederick Ford Preen.
Okay.
But he would rather you just call him Tito.
Okay.
The whole bit is that he and Allison are polar opposites. Allison is a very low emotional autistic who runs her very powerful mega corporation with an iron fist. With an iron fist and velvet gloves, I think is a good way to put it, because she runs a very tight ship, but she's not like a monster.
And Tito?
Tito lives out in the woods, selling honey with his 4 wives.
Alright. And those wives are...
These lovely ladies right here.
Yeah, I noticed.
So they don't have names yet, because this is all fairly new. We were workshopping the last...
That is...
Literally, I made a joke about him having multiple wives, and then I was like, no, you know what? I feel like he's the kind of person who's like, nah, man, I got lots of love in my heart. I could love multiple ladies.
Yeah, so... About that elf lady, though. How's she doing? How's it going?
So his wives consist of a Gif, which is the hippo lady,
nice.
a dwarf, specifically an Eladrin elf, so she's a tree spirit. She's like a tree nymph, kinda.
Like a climber, like a tree, I'll tell you that much.
And Tabaxi, so she's a cat.
Nice.
They run, he's inspired with that Japanese dude with 4 wives, isn't he? No, actually, I made the joke in passing because I thought it was funny, because Allison is a very, like, it's been a recurring joke that Allison had, like, a hoe phase, where she just fucked a lot. But now she's settling down and getting married to one of Caden's characters in a different campaign. And so I was like, in my head, I'm like, I just like continuing this bit that Tito's the exact opposite. So I was like, I like the idea that he's asexual, but very romantic. So he's like, nah, man, I love all of them. And so I was like, I like that bit, and that consisted out of it.
He's asexual, but very romantic.
He loves his ladies very much, and the ones that have sex drives, they love each other. So it's all a very good circle.
It's incredibly healthy, and I love his wives.
My man pulls. My joke was
These are fine women. Goddamn shit.
He
Fuck.
said
happy Pride Month. Shit.
My bit was I was like, when asked what he does for a living, he's like, oh, I run a bestiary. And they're like, that's not the right. And then Allison just puts her head in her hands and goes, he runs an apiary. He raises bees. And he goes, no, that's not the right word. There's no apes involved. He's not, listen, he's one of those dudes, like, again, furthering the contrast, again, because I think it's funny. We kind of, accidentally landed on the joke that, like, where Allison works really hard, and it's not like he doesn't work hard, but we landed into the bit that Tito just kind of accidentally bumblefucks his way into doing, like, really impressive shit.
That's great.
So, like, running an apiary's hard. Like, there's a lot of shit you have to manage, but then he sits down and breaks it down to Armando, and it's like, he just kind of bumblefucked his way into, like, this really complicated, high-maintenance job.
I believe that.
I showed off his, this was the sketch I did of his, like, initial design last night. I showed it off in the chat. And Crafty was like, he seems like I would be able to buy gummies from him at an affordable price. And I'm like, no. He'd walk up to you and be like, all right, no, man, you can have some for free, brother. And they have no weed in them. He has handed you a handful of Scooby-Doo fruit snacks.
What a legend.
One of his wives might grow weed, but he doesn't.
What a fucking legend.
One of them might grow a tree. Who could possibly guess? Which one of these lovely ladies do you think probably smokes weed?
Probably the really hot elf. The really hot elf. Damn, fuck.
Justin was into the hippo.
I mean, yeah, no, because he's cultured. Like that. I know Justin's taste in women is very immaculate.
Bumblefucks, is that a pun because he raises bees? A little bit.
I was about to say, I know Justin's taste in women is immaculate. I've met his lovely wife.
Factually true! So he's taken a little bit, yeah.
And I know Brooke's taste in men is immaculate. I met her lovely husband.
Brooke, ah!
What?
She just posted in chat. She said, ah!
But nah, yeah, like, Tito got some lovely wives. Damn.
Yeah.
We go king shit. We move.
I was talking about this with Justin earlier. I said I like the idea that also where Allison is somebody who cares very deeply about the people around her, but has like an awkward or kind of hard time showing it because of the way that she is TM. Tito ends up mixing signals with a lot of people because he's like, oh man, you're cool, and then he just goes out of his way to do a lot of random nice shit for you for like no real reason other than you're cool, so I'm gonna do nice shit for you. So I like the idea that he meets Ishii and Armando and is like, oh, these two are cool, I like them. Proceeds to just randomly send them like really nice shit all the time. For, like, no real reason other than, this made me think of you, thought it would help. I think I like the bit that he doesn't smell bad, he does smell weird.
Bro doesn't smell bad. He just...
He doesn't smell bad. He does smell. Probably very strongly of, some sort of herb or another. He probably smells very strongly of outside.
I think it might just be a combination of my recent conversations doing that thing where they mix together.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I'm looking at, like, Tito here, and trying not to be distracted by his lovely wives. Fucking my gay ass. But, like, how do I say this? Because, like, I have, like, this mental image because of the fucking, like, the fucking gummy comment you made. That, like, like, when he drops the handful of them in your hand for free, they're, like, still in the bag.
Yeah.
So, like, you just get, like, free bags at him or some shit, then he walks off.
He would hand you a handful of, like, multiple bags of Scooby-Doo fruit snacks and then be like, don't spend it all in one place, and then just leave.
Bruh.
It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
What the fuck just happened? No, I just thought he'd be like, yo wives, happy Pride Month, you know what that means. What? What?
Tito, what does that mean? Do you want us to raise gay bees? What?
What? Do you want us to raise gay bees?
My 3 girlfriends, and yes, they smoke weed! His 4 weed-smoking girlfriends! I didn't even think about that, but that's really good!
Happy Pride Month!
Gallifrey! Thank you for the 30... I almost said 300. Thank you for the $30 to support Trans Lifeline.
Damn, could you imagine if someone donated $300? That'd be insane.
Which wife did you meet first? I think he probably... I think it was probably the dwarf he met first. I think she's probably the oldest partner. The one he's had the longest. Given what I know about what Justin's told me about Allison's childhood, that makes the most sense. He's a halfling, by the way, in case I didn't mention that. I don't think I did. Hey, little man. Hello, Lio.
Hello.
Hello, Lio. Give me Transformers Convoy. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you doing, Danica?
I'm pretty good. I won't lie.
You survived from the incident the other night?
The incident?
Yes, the one that happened in Ellie's chat.
There was an incident?
The incident.
Oh, I remember what you're fucking talking about now. Oh, yeah, you think you're real funny, buddy. Yeah, okay.
I think I'm hilarious.
What did you do?
Okay, so to explain, offhandedly, I don't know what happened or what led to this, because even when it was explained to me, it was kind of vague. But Ellie, the lovely Ellie Momelli, my dear
daughter,
friend,
yes.
dear friend that I will strangle. Ellie made the Lio man aware of my enjoyment of the yeehaw.
Mm-hmm.
And then he pulls out the yeehaw out of random NPC. And it knocked me the fuck out.
Did it to Ellie too, if it's any consolation.
Yeah, no, that was the funny part. But like, that was like, okay, buddy, I didn't know you could do that.
Predictable. Every chat's just predictable.
You know, I get that a lot.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with being easy to read.
I am indeed the best.
I knew you could put this man in the cupboard. He's, what did we say? I think we said 3'8", because he's only a little taller than his sister.
Nice. Gotta respect a short-ass man. Let's go.
I also...
You brought it on yourself, Danica. You called me a Texan Vegeta.
I did, in fact, call you a Texan Vegeta. You know what? I kind of deserved what happened last night.
Oh yeah, by the way, the Gallifrey, since you got $30, you can do you have either 3 single characters or a ship in a single character if you so desire. If not, you can if you don't have a desire, then you can simply just donate the money, but if you've got an idea of some art you would like.
Don't worry, Danica. I'll use it responsibly.
I'm aware you are a I'd like to believe you're a responsible man.
I'd like to believe I am too. Sometimes I wonder.
I get that. We are our worst critics, and we tend to doubt our actions more than others.
Well, that and I just spent $150 on action figures today, so...
Damn. Were they good action figures?
Were they? Yeah, that's a good
Well,
question.
one's Chun-Li, the rest are the Voltron Mayans.
Wait,
So
do
one
you
of
mean
them
like
was.
Do you mean like the Jada Toys Chun-Li or a different one?
Yep, the Jada Toys Chun-Li, the red outfit one.
Ah. Are the Jada Toys Street Fighter figures good?
Oh yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, because I've been wanting to get them because I know they scale with the Marvel Legends Wolverine I have. And thanks to recent events, I'm hyped as fuck again for some NVC action. Because I am a massive fan of those games, and I'm so glad I will be able to play them on PC, online, with my friends. Please play MVC2 with me when the collection comes out. I'm begging my friends. But like, yeah, I know that.
Southwestern, but I don't have Yeehaw because I sound like Donald Duck. I need you to know, Daedalus, you say things about yourself, and I have to like, there's something that's so fucking funny. I need to talk about this for a minute. I'm derailing this conversation. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Go about it.
Fucking. I don't know you. You know, I don't know chat. I recognize some of you because you're regulars, and I love having you around in my chat regularly. But I don't know you. So I have to kind of just go off whatever you tell me. And so if I'm remembering correctly, I just have this ping in my head of like, okay, so the 2 things I know about Daedalus physically are that I know you're Latino, and now that you sound like Donald Duck.
Yeah, I was about to say, why are you telling me you sound like Sora's dad?
One of Sora's dads. By the way, I saw a fucking post on TikTok, and it's been kind of living in my head rent-free, because I think it would be really cool.
What would that be?
And it's the idea that, Max of the Extremely Goofy movies,
Yeah.
was born post-Kingdom Hearts? Because somebody did the bit of the like, tell me, what was your life as a youngster? Ruthless. My style is and it was Max asking his dad, and then it was just clips of Kingdom Hearts. And I'm like, I don't know. You know what? I think that's really cool.
Side note, by the way, speaking of KH, I need to make you aware of the unhinged behavior of the KH free modding scene.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a mod for Mike Wazowski.
Mm-hmm.
Because Monsters Inc. has a world in KH free, as you know, because it was in one of the trailers.
Right.
Like, 4 years ago.
Yeah, I'm aware.
KH free was 5 years ago.
Shut up. God. Just keep talking.
Sorry. I got caught up now. So there is a mod for Drip Wazowski. Now, when I say Drip Wazowski, You can probably put the pieces together of what that is.
I can, and it's very funny.
You're not prepared for the image of Drip Wazowski. I'm going to put it in our DMs real quick. Just, and I'm going to describe what I'm about to show Eden in for chat. So it's Mike Wazowski in the Supreme shirt, the Drip jacket, the Jordans, and he has Goku's hair.
That's a
Drip
fucking.
Wazowski.
It's a fucking fit.
Drip Wazowski.
Does Mike Wazowski wear pants?
No, Drip Wazowski does not wear pants.
On today's episode.
My only complaint is that his attacks in combat are not always followed up by the Ultra Instinct noise.
Damn.
You know the. No wait, actually, hold on. That one. That one.
Is that the Ultra Instinct noise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whole time. That's why that Guilty Gear meme I made where I replaced Soul's head with Goku and cut it off at the first frame just ends at because it's funny.
I was joking, by the way, with Brooke and Justin, but it's becoming less and less of a joke. So
I love that. I love those.
I don't use my Stream Deck nearly as much as I probably should.
I don't even know what that is.
It's just a thing that you use to control like aspects of your stream. It's basically just programmable buttons.
Oh, cool.
And I don't use it enough. So I am going to take the weekend, and I'm gonna figure out how to. I'm gonna set myself up a goddamn soundboard. I need it.
Ah, yes.
I have one that we'll use for bad horror games. That's a secret until we need it.
That's a surprise tool we can use later.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later. And then I have, I am going to get the loud incorrect buzzer noise because I can't trust you fuckers to not give me bad jokes.
Okay, but they're funny.
Sometimes they're funny.
You know, other times they are in fact loud buzzer worthy. You are correct.
Sometimes they are -2.
Sometimes they are. Do not move 5 spaces.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Oh, also,
Oh, my
I need you to know, Daedalus, your worst fear. We watched Acolyte today. Your worst fear did come true.
What the fuck was the worst fear?
He knows, and that's all that matters, because I don't want to spoil it.
That's fair. 100% get that. I just have no context on the Acolyte as well, because I have yet to actually sit down and watch it. Because I plan to actually go through the majority of the Disney Plus Star Wars content before I even think of watching Acolyte. So
That's fair. I stand by my previous sentiment. If we get a reveal that Master Soul was evil this whole time, I'm dropping the whole show and giving it a negative rating. This is not a joke. I will actually be upset.
I mean, is there a reason you'd be upset?
Because there's a lot of interesting nuance going on here in Acolyte that I really like when it comes to talking about, like...
You don't want them to fuck up the nuance.
Yeah, and I think that the only thing it would serve is to inherently be like, the people earnestly trying their best, only do so for nefarious means is, I feel like, undermines the whole thing that's happening here, and I would genuinely be upset.
I get that.
Also, hey, I don't know the actor's name off the top of my head, but if the community could stop being racist to him for 5 minutes, that'd make me really happy.
Oh, are we doing this again? Okay.
Oh, a lot of people are like, I don't like his line delivery. I'm not a big fan of his line delivery. And we're like, what do you mean? And you're like, well, like, the physical way that he says the lines. And I'm like, you mean his fucking accent? You mean the South Korean man's accent?
We We're not doing. I can't do this.
And it's like, dog. He learned English.
You're gonna pick up a prescription for Thomas Guerra,
He learned.
August 19th, 1985.
Please don't read your. I was about to say, don't read your SSN in my chat, please.
Sure.
Big man out here doxing himself casually. I can't imagine.
To be fair, this time all he said was his name.
True. Fucking. What was I gonna say?
You were talking about people being
Oh,
racist
yeah.
to a man because of his accent.
Yeah, like this man learned English to be in Star Wars.
Damn, you serious?
Yeah, they were like, "Do you want to be in Star Wars?" And he's like, "Yes," and then learned English. The rumor, I don't know how true it is, but the rumor is that it only took him a couple of months.
I didn't know that. That's wild.
Lee Jung-jae, thank you. He's very good.
I genuinely didn't know that. That's crazy.
He's nuts. He's also just a very good actor.
Well, shout out to the homie, I guess. Damn.
A couple of people were pointing it out just because it's kind of a funny thing to note. Is like, man, I'm so glad that Squid Game took off for him. Because Justin was like, he looks familiar. I'm like, yeah, he's the main character in Squid Game. He's been in all the posters, because I know Justin didn't watch it. And he's like, oh!
I did not know that. Okay. Yeah. Fucking wild. Okay, bro.
From what I've heard, I guess he's pretty popular in Korea.
Would make sense.
It makes perfect sense. He's a very good actor. Did Tito pull these lovely ladies by being autistic? Yes.
You know,
as one does, yes.
I'm surprised, Danica. Would you like in Yeehaw and Wolverine that you're not picking up that Wolverine Sabretooth 2-pack with him in the cowboy hat?
The fucking what?
Oh, it's because she
So you
didn't
hear
know.
about that? Yeah.
I'm sorry, the fucking what?
Yeah.
I'm stop. Lio, give me Transformers Convoy. You better fucking be serious right now.
Yeah, I'm deadly serious. It's Wolverine. Give me a second.
Right.
Let me get the link.
Please do. I would appreciate the link.
If he's not sold out, which he might be.
He probably. There's a good 50-50 chance.
Oh, Ellie, hi, Brooke.
Yep.
Hello.
But I'll give you the link either way.
Nice.
He is sold out, though.
Dingus, longest gamers. Yes, he pulled all of his wives by being autistic.
Dingus, longest.
I will.
Longest.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure Tito pulled all of his wives by being autistic.
It's so true, GG. Won't boop your nose.
Obviously, Heaton can say otherwise, but I feel like he did.
Me and the bitch I pulled being autistic.
Me and the more like him and the multiple bitches he pulled by being autistic.
So
What if I was the bitch that got pulled by someone being autistic?
I've met Gavin. I'd believe that.
yeah.
Well, no. You see, that's the problem. I don't think he's the autistic one.
Who did you
But
pull?
I got pulled. But I'm the autistic one.
Damn.
So I guess in this case it's like me and the bad bitch I pulled who was autistic.
I mean, it's not the first time. It won't be the last.
There you go. There you go, Danica. You can tell me what you think.
He does have the bee autism. Well, I think he has the animal autism. Also, he is of beekeeping age.
I appreciate.
What are we talking about now?
My OC.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was yeah. Also,
What does it beekeep? What?
He's of beekeeping age. Well,
He's a beekeeping age and he keeps bees, so you know.
what exactly? How do you define beekeeping age? Let's analyze that. Let's Vsauce Michael this shit real quick.
Daddy.
What is?
it's when you become a DILF is when you're beekeeping age.
I'm sorry. No, hold on. No, wait. I just got knocked the fuck out by the prospect of Brooke saying "daddy." I'm sorry. I need to sit down. Hold on.
That doesn't shock me, honestly.
Hold on. Well, it shocks me.
Why?
By the way, Mother,
Yes.
this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
May I kidnap you because I have gotten into The Sims?
I would love to play
Because-
Sims with you.
Well, you see, I need help.
Okay, with what?
Mods and building things. I literally have not done any simming since like 2012.
Talk to your stepdad for the former. I can help you with the latter.
Okay. Well, the mod thing I could probably figure out. I got mods to like get on there, but my issue is that the installation process has been stupid. So
Yeah, you would want
Nah.
to talk to Dio about that.
also,
I don't use mods.
also, Igumi. He's not my stepdad. I feel like at this point he's just my dad.
You're so right. He's not your stepdad. He's the dad that stepped up.
So
Damn, that's crazy.
Okay, but did he step up near the amazing Gulk Gamma Meltdown?
Hey, viewers, Heat, and everybody else.
Mhm.
I apologize. You might have to worry about a murder that you're gonna see on stream real quick. Hey, Danica, come here.
No.
Come here, bitch.
No,
Come
no,
here.
we're not doing. No, Ellie, we're not doing this again.
Hey, listen. Hey, you know what I haven't done in a long time? I have not given you a good hug with my hands around your neck very tightly.
What do you mean you don't use
Girl
mods?
on girl violence on stream.
What do you mean you don't use mods? What the fuck am I then? Chopped liver.
Honestly, one of the things I regularly tell myself when I justify buying a game I already own on one platform again on PC is one of two things.
Yeah, that's right.
It's either A, I want to be able to play with the mods, or B, I want to install it on my Steam Deck.
Or C, all the above, and it's Hi-Fi Rush.
Okay, well, Hi-Fi Rush I buy on everything without question. They could put that if they put that game on the Amazon Fire, I'll buy an Amazon Fire just to buy it again.
I'll drink water.
That is what I would do that. If they ported Hi-Fi Rush to smart fridges, I'd buy a smart fridge for it. There's not even a bit. I only own a Steam Deck because I wanted Hi-Fi Rush on a handheld. I need you to understand that was like a triple-digit purchase that I made exclusive because I wanted to play this one game on a handheld.
Listen,
And here in the Amazon, we see the morosexual and her natural habitat. Over here, spending way too much money on a goddamn rhythm game.
Listen, I've considered on more than one occasion putting a Steam Deck in the wish list purely because of all the indie games I play, and I'm like, I wanna.
Hedon.
Hmm?
Take this from me. Probably one of the few people you know who owns a Steam Deck. It's worth every penny because, again, I bought it for one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But anyone who knows me can vouch that I never shut up at how good the Steam Deck is.
Would you buy the Hi-Fi Rush dildo? Ask
Yes.
the chat.
It was shaped like Chai,
no.
yeah.
Okay, Ellie, you bring up a good point. They should make a vibrator in the shape of Chai's robot arm and have it vibrate to the rhythm of whatever song you play off of its speakers. That way you get the option.
Friends with you.
Well, no, because if Chai had sex, he would do it.
No. Never having sex. He doesn't know what sex is.
Chai is intimately aware of what sex is. He just cannot have it.
Danica, it has come to my attention in this moment that
Come.
you are probably like you know what? I can actually guarantee you this because I've literally only had sex with one person in my life. You've had probably way more sex in general than I have. Just on a scale of 1 to slut, you are like, you know what I mean?
On a scale of 1 to slut.
But
I thought you were going to finish it with Belladonna.
well, no, because at that point I would just make it the poison at that point. But no, on a scale of 1 to slut, you're a Catholic schoolgirl doing a fucking, you know.
You're a Catholic schoolgirl doing anal.
Essentially.
What does
fuck
that
me in the ass-
mean?
Don't worry
Fuck
about
me in
it.
the ass like because I love Jesus. Anywho,
Oh,
What did I
okay.
walk back into?
I don't know. I don't know, Lyle. Give me Transformers
Give me a
Convoy.
point. Get it.
Talk, I don't know anymore.
You
Are you-
talk
are-
more like a you may have had more sex than me, but you
Hello,
talk
Tex.
so much more. You talk so much more like a virgin than anyone I've ever fucking met.
I. How? I'm okay.
Okay,
Pause.
It's the
Pause.
only
it's the way you talk.
virgin.
It's the way you talk
Only
about sex.
fucking virgins. Yes, the only fucking virgins are over here in any even spark of the cum word. Do I have to remind you of what happened during watch party?
Which?
Watch party?
Which? What?
When somebody says a specific way of saying pussy, you lost your shit because you're 12.
I'm 25 for starters.
Are you?
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. I am aware that I have the aesthetic choices of a 17-year-old who just discovered what a spinster's is.
No. You're downplaying it because it's not aesthetic choices. Because if it was just aesthetic choices, we can live with that, right? We can move on with our day with it. No.
Because
No,
I dress like an 8th grade boy.
No, you're over here like gulping these nuts in your mouth ass energy, okay? Like it's not
Look, it's not my. Look, listen.
Oh, I'm listening. I'm Navi right now. I'm listening. What?
Listen.
Yeah.
Sex funny.
I mean, I don't think it's so much
Congratulations.
funny.
You proved any point I just made today.
Funny because intercourse.
Thank you,
I mean,
Justin.
I
Very
think
cool.
it's funny without the left in and why, but okay.
Here's the thing.
Do we need to call
Here's
Horny
the
Cop?
thing.
Yeah, at this point.
Well, here's the thing, right? I don't necessarily disagree with you that sex funny. Okay? I for the most part agree. Subtlety is not your strong suit. However,
You know my co-writer told me that years ago.
I was about to say, given what I know
Which
about your
part?
writing, that also holds true non-derogatory.
I was about to
Here's the
say, I have never really been one for subtlety in either my writing, my art, or just my life in general. I am not a subtle person, never have been. I will be the first to tell you that.
And I can weirdly
the
respect it.
Here's the thing. I don't even mind it. I don't mind it. I don't care if you're haha funny cum joke. I don't even care. But there are times where I wonder, why couldn't I be like that? Because I just feel like I'd be better at being a whore than you.
You would not! Let's get that
I
out of
would.
the way right now!
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, there's
Test that
only
theory.
there's
No, I'm
only
not gonna
one
test-
way to
actually,
know.
no, I was gonna ask if I could test that theory. No, I do not want to test that theory.
There's only
I
one.
will-
There's only one way to know. Plays Pornhub theme
I will have... I was
today
about to say,
on my Fansly stream.
I was about to say, I will... No. You could say a lot, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and have someone try and go, oh, I could be a better whore than you. No! No, you can't!
No, listen. Here's the thing, Danica. The only thing that's keeping me in check is that I'm married.
I will not be
The only thing that's keeping me in check is that I'm a loyal ass bitch. And that's not to say you're not a loyal ass bitch. But I'm saying in this category in the moment, I'm a loyal ass bitch. I feel like I could outslut you.
If
And
it
I
weren't,
think...
if it weren't for my monogamy debuff.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, I am very much a prude, but the very strong cis male part of me is very curious about where this will go.
Oh, listen, I'm Ace Arrow. I'm kicking my feet up, and again, that's the joke of like, and there's only one way for America to know today on my Fansly stream.
I mean, for all you know, I could be a bigger slut than any of you. I just don't put my mind to it.
Yeah, honestly, I could believe that. But
There is potential.
That'd be really funny. I'd be honest. That'd be really funny.
You'd be listen. You'd be. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep that to myself. Inside thoughts. Inside.
Yeah, inside thoughts.
Whoa,
Inside.
no, we ain't doing that here. You put that inside thought outside. You don't tease like that.
I'll tell you off stream.
Messages are open.
Listen, some things. I was about to say some things have to be inside thoughts. I'm on Twitch.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Off stream.
Look.
So, and listen, again, Danica, you're a wonderful person. You're my best friend, right? I love you. You're not my type.
I'm. Okay.
Yeah, like you're not good for me. You wouldn't be good for me.
That's understandable. I get that.
I don't know.
I'm kind of a lot. I get it.
Well, it's not even that you're a lot.
Relatable content.
It's not. You know, here's the thing, right? I can deal with a lot. I just don't think. I just don't think. No, I just don't think so.
Look, it's fine, Ellie. I only see you platonically. It's fine.
They have been horny for what feels like hours now.
Yeah, it do be like this.
I'm literally not. What are you talking about? I'm talking.
You were literally sitting here about to have a whore off. Don't even start with me.
I was about to.
No. Here's the thing, right? Because I've thought about this for a while, and I'm tired of being quiet about it.
Whoa.
I'm tired of being quiet about it. I'd be a better whore than Danica.
Well,
we can't do this now. We can't do this here. Please, I ask so little.
Well,
We're
for starter,
we're literally not doing anything.
I was gonna say-
What are you talking about?
I was about to say. Besides, we all know Ellie's wrong anyway.
Okay, sure.
No,
What
if anyone
makes
can
you-
out for Danica, it's Ellie.
Oh. So Danica,
Go on.
What makes you better than me? What makes you better than me?
No. Hold on, Brooke.
I can't
The
believe I'm
vibes
getting
are
all.
way different.
One in my corner, Danica 0.
I can't believe I'm getting
What?
all this free content.
What do you mean the vibes are different? You need to explain. You can't just go off of vibes without elaborating, bro.
No, you super can. That's what vibes are for.
Mhm.
This is a vibes-based economy.
Damn, how does that feel, Danica?
There's no maliciousness in my next set of words.
Oh, okay.
Ellie feels more powerful than you.
What? What?
Oh, well, Ellie has been on record saying, if I learn how to twerk, it's over for everyone. So.
That's factually true.
Well, okay, that's true. I can bend to that. No, that's true. If Ellie did ever learn that, it'd be over.
Hey, Danica, how does it feel to be on the losing side?
How does it feel to be on the wrong side of history?
Listen. If I'm losing, at least I can lose while being a baddie. So, you know what? It's whatever.
Listen, I was about to say, I don't know how to express to you that this is a hell of a silver medal.
This is a what?
I said that's a hell of a silver medal.
Listen.
Being number 2 in this particular case is just as good, I think.
I was about to say, listen.
This is a top 5 situation, I believe.
I was like, first place, second place, I slay regardless. It's fine.
And you know what? Here's the thing, right? I think you own that. You own that. Because here's the thing. You do slay. You do, in fact, have that slay. And this is all hypothetical, okay? In the reality that we live in, you are, in fact, top dog. Because I could never actively go out of my way and be a slut. I'm too monogamous.
Yeah.
Wolf joke.
And very married. So, in this plane of existence, you are the better whore than me. If we're doing the multiverse theory, there's a world out there where I'm better than you.
True.
Straight
I'm willing
twerking
to-
it in the stripped club, you're so right.
I'm stealing that, thank you. Y'all enjoyed straight jorking it. We're about to get straight to working it. So thank you, whoever said that in chat. The new era has begun.
I'll also drink more water, hang on.
People worry me.
I worry a lot of people.
Welcome to this friend group.
I would say I worry a lot. I worry a lot of people. Lio, give me Transformers convoy. I worry a lot of people.
I can tell.
I require
Of course,
training.
right now we're talking about whether or not you hoary a lot of people.
Okay, first of all,
That's a good one.
first of all, it's not a matter of if she does.
If the stuff I've heard from yesterday's stream was any indication.
I want to go here
Wait.
again.
What?
The bukkake joke you made yesterday.
Oh, all right, the
Why
bukkake.
did it get up? Why did it get all over the place?
Well, it did involve you.
It what?
It
What?
did. Because Zach, it started with Zach telling us that you
Of
were.
course, it started with Zach.
Because it started with Zach telling us that you were stunned by his skincare routine.
Oh, right, yeah, that's what started the whole sentence. And then I made a joke about, I'm also used to having a bunch of white stuff splattered on my face. And then it went from there. So it was kind of like a domino effect sort of thing. Because you see, the joke is sex.
I haven't the patience for a skincare routine.
I also don't have the patience for that. I just shower like every 2 days. That's good enough for me. I don't shower daily because I remember once hearing that washing your hair every day was not good for you.
It's not good
So
for
I
your
just-
hair.
I just internalized that. Because I internalized the weirdest shit. Side note, by the way, speaking of Zach, you'll be happy. I said this to him yesterday, but I dig his vibe.
His vibe rules.
His vibe is immaculate.
I'm glad that he's hanging out here more. I like hanging
Oh,
out
no,
with Zach.
I would like to talk to Zach more. I dig his vibe.
Listen, Zach and I have both agreed that I'm staying away from Mortal Kombat streams from him because of the reptile racism rant.
The fucking what?
So
This whole
permission to have the hyperfixation stick.
Yeah, granted. Go for it. I'm curious too.
Okay. So, in Mortal Kombat 1, there's a character named Syzoth who is he's reptile.
Yeah, we're familiar with Reptile. Yeah.
Well, in the MK1, he's not, I don't remember the old race that he used to be, but he's Zaterran in the new timeline.
Okay.
And his thing is that he's one of the only people that is Zaterran that can turn into a human. Because they're all just lizard people. So, in a intro dialogue with Reiko, he calls overall, right? Syzoth calls humans warm bloods.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about Zaterrans is that they were forced to hide underground because people in Outworld didn't like them.
Can't imagine why.
Well, the thing is that they're kind of bastards. Zaterrans are kind of bastards. But Syzoth is cool. We like Syzoth. But Reiko says that he needs to go back to Zaterra. He as a Zaterra needs to go back to the underground. And Syzoth goes, "Oh, so you're one of those warm blood." And Linlin, Zach, Sin, and many others were trying to say that Syzoth was racist based off of that, even though Reiko just told him, "Go back where you came from."
Literally go back where you came from. I'm a big, welcome to another episode of, Keaton yells about the community being like, why do people think that Solus is racist? He literally just, this, a character from Dragon Age. We were talking about this, because you and I can bond about this. I saw a post in the wild a little while ago that was like, hey, why does the community keep making jokes that Solus is racist? Why do they keep claiming Solus is racist? He just told Iron Bull to his face that his fucking ethno-religion turned people into savages, that it was objectively lesser, and that, and then compared him, compared converts to being demonically possessed.
I think you're talking to the wrong person. I don't play Dragon Age.
Oh, you don't need to, because the point is that he's just being again, the way that...
okay.
Yeah, the way that...
No, I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Yeah, the way that Dio phrased it was like... Listen, the recurring joke is that the only people that Solus is rude to are the Dalish, who are Jewish coded, and the Qunari, who are Muslim coded.
Oh.
Why do people think Solus is racist?
Why would they think that Solus is racist?
Maybe it's because he's horrifically racist.
Listen, I make jokes about Cullen being racist, partly because of his voice actor, but also, partly because I think it's understandable given that his character will only romance human and elf women.
Coward.
Well, and like I said, you know.
Fucking coward.
But yeah, so.
Oh, we're all against
yes,
Solus. Can't wait for Veilguard to be mopping up his dumb bullshit.
It is comparable. Trust me, I do agree. And it is very funny how in the chat, in the call, everyone was yelling at me, being like, "Oh, just dig your hole deeper," and I'm like, "Okay, no. Size of calling humans warm bloods is not a slur."
I mean, no, considering that he's literally a cold-blooded lizard.
Like, no, I feel like of all the terms that could be considered slurs against humans, I feel like warm blood is like one of the lamest if it is a slur. What?
No, I'm just thinking about Size Huff now.
Oh my god.
Whose horse is this?
Oh, don't even. I gave you that.
You did.
Don't you take that from me. Don't take credit where it doesn't belong.
I did not claim credit. Let's get that out of the
What are we
way.
talking about?
I just
What do you do,
Yeah.
Danica?
A funny meme, I think.
I was like, I just said a quote out of context. You are fully
Okay.
allowed to jump in. I'm not taking credit.
For context, because you asked for it. On TikTok, there's a video of somebody showcasing in photo mode Size Off in his idle animation. Well, what they were showing was that he flicks his fingers as like a stim.
Mm-hmm. Nice little animation
Well-
detail.
Well, there may or may not have been something
Sexy about that.
dented on the outside.
I see.
There may or may not have been a silhouette of something. And
Fucking inappropriate. Peter, the horse is here.
well, it started with whose horse is it, and then the comments divulged. Well, all this was in the comment section, by the way. The OP was fighting for their life, and so many people were like, "So many people were like, why is it staring at me?"
No, there's not slimes in Dragon Age. It didn't occur to me until just now that there aren't slimes. I never thought about that. They're such a ubiquitous fantasy monster, but yeah, now that you've pointed it out, there aren't any slimes in Dragon Age.
I don't know why this reminds me of something completely unrelated from this morning when I got up.
Mm-hmm.
So, Brooke,
Yeah.
this may fuck you up as much as it did me, because I know you're like the platformer enjoyer in the room.
I mean, I like my occasional platformers, but I am an RPG slut first and foremost. But continue.
Okay, no, I'm aware you're an RPG slut first and foremost. I'm aware of that. Don't worry, bestie. But out of all my friends, you're one of the few I can think of whenever I think of the funny scrimblows.
Gotcha.
For various reasons.
Brooke is a connoisseur of the funny scrimblows.
Yeah.
Thank you for the resub, Zenny.
I woke up this morning, and I had a random thought about one of my favorite platforming franchises that I never thought about until this morning, and now I can't unthink about it, which is, did the precursors ask Tess if she wanted to be an Otzel before they made her an Otzel?
I have not played Jack, although I own all three of them.
I just sat there like, they never asked her, did they? Shit. I told my boyfriend then because it was my first thought when I woke up, and he was like, oh shit. And then we proceeded to get up and do our morning shit after I just blew his mind, so that happened. Living with me is an adventure. I promise you. Like, there are nights where I will randomly move around the kitchen while he's cooking, just fucking ranting about whatever's on my mind to him.
Oh god, I had a moment a couple of months ago, and I keep thinking about it because it was really funny, and I have no idea what possessed me to do it.
Go for it.
So it was the middle of the night. Brooke and Justin were asleep.
Lovely start.
I, for some reason, couldn't get to bed. And my phone was dying, and I realized, oh, it's not plugged in, hang on. And I looked, but I didn't have a phone charger downstairs at the time. This was before I bought the ones so I had one in my bedroom and one at my office desk.
Okay.
And so I went up to get it. For context, hang on, so you get a little bit of an idea of the layout, because it's important for the bit.
Oh, okay.
Brooke and Justin's room, their bed is right here, but the stairway to get up to the office is right here, and then the door into the hallway into the rest of the house is right here. So in order to get to the office, you have to come from the hallway, and then you have to pass right in front of Brooke and Justin's bed to go up into the office, right?
Okay.
So it's the middle of the night, and the two of them are asleep, so I'm like, I'll try not to wake them, because I knew it was in the office. So I tiptoe past them, I go up, I get my charger, and I start to come back down. I was standing right about here, when all of a sudden, my sleep-deprived brain all of a sudden just went, I wonder if I just Blair Witched in the corner how long it would take one of them to wake up.
Well, did you?
I thought about it for a solid minute. Like, I just stood there, like, in the dark, thinking about it for about for like a full 60 seconds, and then was like, no, that'd be weird. And then I went to bed. And then in the morning, I sat up and I thought about it, and I'm like, why the fuck did I get the impulse to do that?
You stood in the dark and thought about it.
Like, I just stood. That's the wildest part, is I just stood at the foot of their bed thinking about it for a minute, and then was like, nah, and then I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I want to do that? To just,
imagine you wake up at like 3 a.m. and there's just a heathen staring at you from the corner.
Oh no, I wanted to,
multiple eyes.
No, I want to show you what I wanted to do.
Actually, in fairness, though,
my brain, when I say I wanted to Blair Witch in a corner, I meant I wanted to do that. Like, I just wanted to stand in a corner and face a wall and see how long it took for them to wake up and notice I was there.
That's funny.
And I'm like,
that'd
be fucked up. Why did I want to do that?
Daedalus said you have spooky bitch urges.
I do have spooky bitch urges, you're right.
I was about to say, now I have the mental image of Heaton's avatar standing in a dark corner, and the minute you notice her, like, the two glowing eyes in the shadows turn into multiple glowing eyes in the shadows.
You're so right.
I keep having visuals whenever,
You may notice that my microphone is the microphone that I use when I'm attached to my desktop.
Is it because you're attached to your desktop?
What? I can't be. If I am, then I'm going against the wishes of my parents.
I can't believe this. Why
this
would
is
you
literally
do that?
darn.
Oh my God,
I'm
Avi,
darning it up.
You're such a rebel. Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
God damn.
Wow.
Alright, I'm not doing that.
Wow, Mater, sure is great to be back in Radiator Springs.
Heaton, are you ready to play fucking City of the Wharves?
No.
Well, you're going to.
Heaton hasn't even played Halo with me yet. Get in line.
No. I get to expedite the line by hype streeting it up.
By what?
He's going to live down the street from me.
Are you ready to play City of the Wharves?
That's it. I'm becoming an anti-Semite tonight.
I suddenly became anti-Semitic.
Hating
Jewish people.
Well, hey, depending on who you ask, I'm the same way.
You're so right.
Christ.
No, you don't understand. I don't hate Jewish people. I just hate one Jewish person.
I hate
Yes.
8.
Yes, but you don't hate him because he's Jewish. You hate him because he's Ami.
Yay!
You don't know that.
So by default, that's
Technically.
not.
I'm
default-
sorry.
By default, that's not anti-Semitic. You just
I
hate
absolve you of your anti-Semitism.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I absolve you of of anti-Semitism because hating me is based.
Hell yeah.
This is.
Well,
You know-
anyway, I'm gonna head out. You guys have a good one. Bye.
Later.
Anyway, hey Hayden, I hope you're ready to play City of the Wharves.
I was gonna say, technically, the first person who's entitled to my gaming time is Brooke.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna play
Alright,
City
Brooke.
of the Wharves.
All right, Brooke, what's your ethnicity so I can start hating it?
Unfortunately,
White.
white.
Too late.
What do you mean, unfortunately? Hating white people rule.
What is this call anymore?
No, the bit is, unfortunately, she's white, so you don't have to start doing anything.
Fair.
What is this fucking call? Oh my god.
So I've promised Brooke a while ago. I wanted to talk about this as well.
You promised me two. We've got 3 series to get through. Bug Fables, the Sigmund Corp series. We got to continue that, and then the one that you're about to talk about.
So I promised I would play Bug Fables and the Sigmund Corp series, aka the To the Moon franchise. And To the Moon and Bug Fables I do want to play on stream.
To the moon, though.
I played To the Moon already.
Still got to do the DLC though.
Yeah, I just cried so hard that I couldn't breathe, that's all. But I have also promised Brooke, because I genuinely want to, I promised Brooke that we'd play Ace Attorney. But Ace Attorney is like 30 hours long.
Yeah.
And
Per
listen,
game.
Per game. And listen, I want to do the things with my friend whom I love. That's like 3 months worth of content. And I don't have the attention span for it. It's why we drop things. Like, I want to get back to playing Fate Samurai Revenant when I figure out why the controls are that way. But
Dog,
like,
I felt that.
but
You mean
like,
with Mami Musashi.
back with Mommy Musashi. But like, because truly that's the only reason I stopped playing, is like, because I was having a good time. I just stopped because the control system was weird, and I need to figure out what the fuck to do about that. But I want to play Ace Attorney, but I just can't do it for stream. I can't take that much time away, especially when I have a ton of games I promised for the subathon I'd play, and I'm behind on those two. And I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So we started talking. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to record ourselves playing it in my free time. And then Brooke will edit down highlights for the main channel. And I may just have, while you're editing the highlights, I may just have you cut them into shorter bits and let's play it on the VOD channel.
Yeah.
Because that's a game I want to, like, sit down and, like, play a whole case at a time, but that'd be several hours, and I can't stream for that long, because that's requires a lot more attention and focus. And that 4-hour stream yesterday made me want to die. So, like,
I think it was really funny when you were like, I'm gonna stream more hours and do all these things. And I looked at that and I said, alright, so I'm gonna put a fucking timer down for the burnout.
I was so tired. I was so tired. I when I went to go take my break, and I was like, I'll lay down for I wanted to, like, cry. I was so tired. And
Damn.
well, the worst part, too, is I hate that it's hard for me, because that makes me sad, because I like streaming, and I'd love to be able to stream more hours. But then my brain does the thing that my brain does, and it's like fucking... And my exact joke was, Iron Mouse is one misplaced cough away from death, but she streams 12 hours all the time. You are the weakest pussy bitch, and I wanted to, like, and I was just, I'm like, yeah.
Damn, your brain talks to you like that too? Shit.
But it's, you know, there's varying factors. She's an extrovert, for one. I'm not. We also have two different we also have two different symptoms disorders, so...
I was about to say, oh, is that another difference between you and I?
Yeah, you're not like me where you can play Elden Ring for 4 hours as long as you say 0 words.
Because,
Yeah.
I am also very extroverted. I used to think I was an introvert as a teenager, but no, I wasn't introverted. I just hated the people I went to school with.
Relatable content.
None of you are like me, and you're all better for it.
Thank you. Good to know. Thanks.
Welcome.
Thank you.
God?
Lio. Thank you, Lio. Give me Transformers Convoy. I appreciate the comment.
Welcome.
But like,
I love how he hasn't been phased at all by the fact that I keep implying "Give me Transformers" as his middle name.
Because it is.
It is my pronouns on Twitter.
I noticed.
Fucking,
It's where I told the joke.
I've been like as well, I think my streams will be naturally a little bit longer during Art Fight. Because what I'll probably end up doing is what I'm gonna try doing today, which is just, I'll spend the morning, like, prepping sketches, and then I'll just stream until all the sketches are done. Or until I get tired, so they might just end up being a little longer, because when it's stuff like this, my brain can coast a little bit. Oh, I wanted to show you as well. So, I did a thing for Art Fight this year.
Why are you so aggressive with the goddamn gloves?
What are you two doing?
They're cleaning.
Justin's doing dishes and cleaning, and he put another hole in the thumb of the gloves. I need to
Every time!
with that.
Every single time we get a pair of nice rubber gloves, Justin puts a fucking hole in them, and we don't know how he's doing it.
It's with his gigantic cock. Canonically gigantic.
So I did this for Art Fight.
Do we have another pair?
So I decided I wanted to make, I'll make trading cards.
Oh, neat.
A, because I think they look cool. B, because they're theming. C, so that way it'll keep me from burnout, because if I have a set area I have to fill, I'm not gonna do what I did last year, and also the year before, where I get day one and I'm like, yeah, I'm excited, and I spend the first week churning out like 6 fully shaded full bodies every day and then want to die.
Damn. That's crazy.
So so mitigating a smaller space means that I'll have to do, like, I'll probably have less, big point attacks, but I'll also have a lot more attacks. And I don't have it right now, but I plan when we do Art Fight, I'll make a Nightbot command for you to get my Art Fight. But I'm excited! I'm so excited for Art Fight! It's gonna be great.
That's good.
I found out that 2 of the artists I really like who are doing it this year are on the opposing team. So...
Fuck was that noise?
Most of my friends are gonna be on my team, though, unfortunately. So that means I don't get to attack them relentlessly for no reason.
See, I was asked in DMs yesterday by someone, if I was in Art Fight, and I said no, and they were like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, I've never done it any year because I don't understand it."
You draw other people's OCs, and then they draw yours, and whichever team does the most art wins.
Ah.
Well, that explains why I struggle with Art Fight.
You gotta be consistent.
I was consistent. Problem is, you're apparently not supposed to fight people using art tools.
Not traditionally.
Oh my god.
Not usually.
Listen,
do
it's
wanna-
a valid strategy, but the refs tend to disapprove.
I do want to also comment on the earlier thing about, it's this thing you were saying about, it's why I drop streams, it's why I haven't finished this or that. I wanted to comment on that because while the fact that you're an introvert and I'm extremely extroverted, and this would be a great chance to make the joke that it comes with the territory. But like,
you can use for meat.
I would say you can't exactly be an introverted slut. It's kind of hard.
No.
But
It's difficult.
No, you can't be.
It's difficult, but it's possible.
well,
But then you also have the added appeal of the quiet girl.
It's true.
okay. Well, regardless of the possibility of it, I am not that. I am very extroverted.
We can tell.
But thank you.
Welcome.
But I bring up but I do relate to the whole dropping stream thing. However, my most recent example may have benefited me in the long run because I've been doing this thing for the past handful of months where I'll consistently continue the Metroid Prime streams and then drop them for months, and I may have accidentally benefited myself by doing it again because now I can use the recency desire for Prime content to get more people to watch those streams when I bring them back. So
Hell yeah.
I accidentally bumblefucked my way into good stream marketing.
I did it for SEO. Shut up.
What?
That's what happened to me. I was like, I was like,
What's
oh,
SEO?
I'm search engine optimization.
Okay, thank you. I'm not going to fan exams.
It's when searches for the thing that you're doing are high.
Ah, sick, rad, cool.
Damn, I
animated.
keep pissing out. Grab my griff.
Did you
Shut up.
Did you say yes? Rad, cool anime titties.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Vicious, vigorous.
yeah. I got the idea from this clip of like Wambu where he was all like, I'm pissed, I'm vigorous, I'm anime tits. I like long walks on the beach.
No,
But
it's I'm pissed. I'm furious. I'm vicious. I'm animated.
I'm anime.
It's
Yeah.
you forgot I'm vigorous.
Oh yeah, I'm vigorous. I'm animated.
But like, so I took that clip and the anime tits part of it became the vocal stem of mine, because if you ever wondered why I started making countdown videos, it's because Wambu inspired me.
Wambu is funnier than all of us.
Side note, please continue to watch my Hi-Fi Roast boss ranking. Anyway, so the anime tits quote alongside the, oh, you might think you're safe now, but just you wait. As soon as I align with the Z-axis, oh, then you're fucked. Like, those became like things I would say to myself when I was alone doing menial tasks. So then I turned anime tits into like a positive expletive, like rad, cool. Because like I already have a lot of those. Because I say radical, I say stellar, I say dope. I basically talk like I basically, when I'm trying to describe something in a positive manner, 9 times out of 10 I talk like a dude from a turn of the millennia surfer film. But like
He was.
I started. Okay. I started saying anime tits as another positive expletive because of Wambu. And it's so funny because it has a 9 out of 10 chance of throwing someone off the first time they hear it. Like what happened right now with Lyle.
Speaking of funny Pokemon-based bits, I need to ask you a very important question, Avi.
Bonsoir.
Have the Gastrodons both retired?
I'll get back to you on that later.
Okay. Because I don't want to undermine, because like I've done my, I guess for lack of I can't think of a better word than grieving, but I've done my grieving in private. That I'm sad that one of my best friends is gone, but once all of the true, genuine, deep-rooted sadness came over me, I was hit all of a sudden very violently with the, wait a fucking minute!
Oh shit.
Yeah! I didn't even think about it until very recently. I was like, wait a minute. We'll be deprived of the police.
You know what? I'm glad I have them. I'll always remember them. Because of the fact that those videos got me for a big depressive fit at one point in my life.
They're also just some of the best videos on the internet. I don't know what to tell
No,
you.
they are, but like I have a personal attachment to them because they got me through a hard time in my life. Like I would rewatch them as like a form of comforting myself.
I have also said, and this is the truth, I told Brooke, I said, listen, I have a few, what I call serious reasons for wanting to accumulate, more, like, notoriety, popularity, etc. The serious reasons being, like, financial stability and, like, to boost up my friends and stuff like that. But
Same.
I also have what I like to refer to as a couple of stupid reasons I would like to become more popular.
Yeah.
And one of the stupid reasons is I've heard
Fan art.
well, no, I get that now. But
More fan art.
more fan art. But I told Brooke, I said one of those reasons is because as a fan of Jaden Animations,
Oh boy.
I happen to know that Jaden also really likes Gastrodon. And I've said before, and I told Brooke, and I'll tell all of you, one of my goals is to become popular enough that I get to collab with Jaden Animations, and I will in fact be like, have you heard of the police? A new reason.
So go the band? No.
And I'll be like, no. The best law enforcement officers on the internet. My goal is to introduce, one of my aims with popularity is to be big enough to introduce Jaden Animations to the police.
Damn, that's almost as cool as Gun Mario.
Susie...
Does anyone know the origin of Gun Mario? Like, the joke? Like, does anyone know how that started?
It's an Alpha Rad bit, isn't it? Avi?
Avi, what started Gun Mario?
It's an Alpha Rad bit, right?
Yes, it's an alpha red bit.
Ah.
Well,
Huh. I guess it
hiatus
comes
is... Hiatus
it
is not the right word. She's, I guess, retired is the better word. Here's hoping that she's doing well wherever she is.
I will think of you anytime I see a funky little guy.
I wish
Also,
her peace. Same Z's.
Also, I just looked at the share screen because I was drawing while we were talking. I looked back and... Damn.
There we go.
Fuck.
Do you think Tito ever wants to have kids, even if he is asexual?
I think so. I think he would... I think he's, I feel like, A, he's the type of person who would have sex for his partners. Like, I don't think he possesses a drive, but I think if the ladies are like... If it's the bit of, like, please, I want to fuck you so bad, he's like, alright.
Alright, sure.
But also, I think that he'd have a real talk with all four of them and be like, I think I want to be a dad, and they would be stoked about it.
Have a proper little commune.
What happened?
Oh, Tito would want to be a dad.
Gosh.
So Allison would become Auntie Allie for real.
God, fuck.
Instead of just adoptive auntie.
Damn. Happy fucking Pride Month, shit.
Be like, I need to like, there's a bit, I like that there's a bit where he's like, is there a part of me that wants to outdo my parents? Possibly.
I mean,
You're a sibling of 8 others. You have 8 other siblings, yeah? So like, how would you do that? Well, if I have 3 kids with each wife, and it's like, that's a lot of children, and he's like, yeah, it's a good thing that they have 3 other moms.
So, oh man, I'll space them out. It's not like it's not like it's just gonna be a whole bunch of chaos at once. Like, geez, I'm not stupid.
Would not knock all 4 of them up at once. That would simply be terrifying for him and for them.
Elf-wife hot.
Elf-wife is hot. You know this is a big piece when I'm an hour and a half in and I'm only like, and I'm getting close to only having finished the line work. Fuck.
See, this reminds me of the reason I even started a secondary Tumblr for leisure use. Which, I figured out a way to use it without having to sign out of my comics main page.
Yeah, you just create a secondary blog.
Yeah, that's what I did. I totally didn't make another account on my other email and just opened it in a different browser separate from my main browser. That's what I did, yeah. So. Hey, there's another trait of mine where I do things in a dumb, obtuse way instead of the easy way.
Relatable content. We were talking about this, about my goddamn radio waves.
I'm going to draw this elf woman when you finish this piece. I'm letting you know that right the fuck now. I'm going to find this image and I'm going to draw her. She is so hot. Fuck.
Thank you for gifting Jaden a sub.
Hey, dude, you're fucking... I think it's funny that you bring up radio waves when we know that I have a stand.
It's true. But
okay. It has interference, because my stand will also activate anytime I'm in the passenger seat of a car, and it will make every single light red.
I can't get over the constant reoccurring problem of I'll have a weird computer problem, and I'll look at Justin, and I'll show it to him, and then he'll look at me and go, how the fuck did you do this? And I'd be like, I didn't do anything!
Same. Dude, when Bruce tried to get Fight K to work on my computer.
Oh, my 2 favorite examples of this were, so when I installed another hard drive into my computer, I now have 3.
Nice. I need another one soon.
But when I installed another hard drive into my computer, it wasn't showing up. No, it's because I'm an eldritch monstrosity. I have radio waves. I don't communicate with technology well. But like, so it wasn't showing up. And Justin was like, huh, that's weird. And so he like ran the diagnostics, he did the things, and he's like, it's telling me it's connected. Your computer's just not recognizing that it exists. I'm like, what do we do to fix it? And he goes, I don't know. And so we sat there kind of scratching our heads about it for a while. And then he looked it up and got the right got Google to pick out the right words. Somehow, some way, for some reason, this fresh hard drive that I picked up out of the box refused to name itself, and therefore the computer could not recognize that it existed.
That's pretty good.
You know, like how when you plug in like a flash drive, it'll give you like the default like USB, whatever, and then you have to name it, or you can name it. Yeah, it didn't do that. It just didn't do it, and therefore, we had to like go an obtuse way into the system settings to give it a name.
Huh.
Or it just wasn't gonna work. And then the most recent one was how I almost fucking bricked my Star Rail account.
You what?
So, it's not Brooke's fault, but I'm going to tell the story this way because I think it's funny. So Brooke was streaming Hi-Fi Rush.
The
And
best
I
game
got
ever.
the weird problem again,
And got-
where I would hold down the trigger to summon Peppermint, but she would just pop in, pop out, and would not do her little Amy thing.
Again,
even if I was in the right spot.
Again, I don't know why
Um,
that's happening to you, because that's never happened to me.
Right. So it's,
I don't know.
so Brooke's
And
having
so
a
like
weird
I was
problem.
like, okay. So I tried. I was like, okay, well maybe it is my controller, and then I went and I grabbed Heaton's PS5 controller, and then I plugged it in, and it was giving me the same issues. Okay, well no, it's not my controller, it's the game. And so then I reset the game. I restarted the game entirely, and it fixed the problem.
Okay.
And so then I put the controller back.
So,
The next
fucking day. Now, I play Honkai with my PS5 controller, mainly because, like, there's a lot of commands, and it's just faster to hit the right button combos than it is to fuck around with the keyboard. It's not like it requires precise controls, it's a fucking turn-based RPG, but there's just a lot of buttons. So I prefer playing it with controller. So I plug my controller back in, and I turn Star Rail on, and I get shown, when you first boot up the game, you see the train in the background, and it says, press X to start. I pressed X.
Okay.
Nothing happened. I pressed in on the controller button to go to the settings. Nothing happened. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? It just wasn't responding to my inputs. So I unplug it, and I start moving my mouse. It still says click X to start. The controller's off. Nothing is connected to my computer. It's still giving me controller inputs.
Also, point of note, I downloaded this firmware update for the controller, but I don't think I actually properly installed it. Which is important context for the story, but continue.
So, what happened was, I rebooted the game. So the problem was that it kept showing me press X to start, but it wouldn't respond to anything. And it showed me press X to start whether the controller was turned off, unplugged, and there were no controllers plugged into my device. It just kept reading with controller inputs. I couldn't go to the settings screen to change it back to keyboard layout because it wouldn't respond at all.
What is with your household and issues with the PS5 controllers?
Oh, here's better. So I turn the game off and on. It doesn't fix it. I turn the game off and on, and I unplug the controller and replug the controller in. That didn't fix it. I'm like, okay. Maybe she just needs, like, a fresh reboot of the computer. Because sometimes that happens, you know? Technology's weird, sometimes stuff gets stuck. I reboot the computer. Turn the whole bitch on and off again. Doesn't fix it. Like, okay. I noodle around with some smaller stuff. I try plugging in I'm like, okay, so it's not that. I try turning on my Xbox controller. Nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck? Nothing's working. We hit the point where so I go in to check some stuff. I clear my cache data in Honkai. Doesn't fix it. I'm starting to get really afraid and frustrated. I uninstalled and reinstalled the whole game. Deleted it off my system. Re-downloaded the whole fucking video game. Didn't fix it. And I'm sitting here, like, terrified that somehow the brief intermission where Brooke took over now means that my controller and my computer has decided, die, kill yourself. And I'm like, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm so furious. I'm panicking. I'm freaking out. I check
We
all...
test the controller. We test it on my. We test.
Yeah, it worked just fine on Brooke's computer. So it's my it's my machine somehow. And so I'm sitting here, barbecue sauce on my titties, terrified that I've just lost my whole fucking Hoyoverse account because it won't work. And so I do the only thing I can think to do. I go into my system settings, I delete the, what's the word for it?
Save the image.
I'm going to, yeah, just give me 1 second, I forgot something. I delete the
DualSense. That's
yeah, I delete the pairing for the DualSense. I unplug it, delete the DualSense pairing. It still didn't fix it. You want to know what?
No, I thought it was like you deleted that, you deleted the Xbox One, and then you booted the game, and then it worked.
No, that didn't fix it. You know what fixed it? For some reason, a second controller was registered as generic joystick. I deleted that and then it worked.
That's what happens sometimes.
What is y'all's luck with controllers?
Once you jacks on your dandy.
It's just he's cursed with technology. It's just
Okay, but how does that explain?
Dude, I would honestly say that is still not as bad as me installing Fightcade so badly that it cannot be uninstalled.
See, I was just gonna say, okay, Heaton may be bad with technology. How does that explain you somehow running into a controller issue that I have never seen in my life and have never heard anyone else with that exact game ever experience ever? Like,
I don't know.
Listen,
hopefully
dog.
now that the game is set to Xbox prompts, the next time I have to use Peppermint, hopefully it doesn't give me the issue and I don't have to reopen the game again.
Listen, there's a risk with pressing the best girl button. I guess you just have to, you know, ride it out.
If you press best girl button too hard, your whole game dies.
Well, yeah.
Like, it was fine in combat because it doesn't require you to hold the button, but when you have to hold down the button to fucking aim, it was like, pop it in, pop out, hi, bye.
I guess I'm just doing flats for this because this took way longer to line than I thought it would.
But, like, I will say, by the way, off topic of the whole glitch thing, I'm glad you're enjoying the game so far.
I am enjoying it.
Makes me happy to see people I care about enjoying the game I've decided is half of my personality.
I'll have to beat the game before I have my full thoughts on it. Truly, my biggest gripe so far is that I have to beat the game first before I can replay levels.
I mean,
what do you mean, Brooke? Why would you ever want to beat a level before you do the secret mission inside the level?
I was about to say, why would that it makes sense. You beat the story and then you do everything else. Like, that's just how most people function.
in a lot of platformers that are stage based, you know, you're allowed to go back, right? It feels like, especially when it's something that that doesn't require a second playthrough. Like, I missed our HR department boys in a section that I was not allowed to backtrack through because the game said no. And because I missed it, I'm gonna have to just beat the game before I have a chance to go back and hopefully not fuck it up and get it for real this time.
Also, factually incorrect. I've been plowing my way through more Pokemon Snap in my free time of the new one, and I just do the same level over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until I get all the points for it, then move on to the next one.
I guess it's a perspective thing, because I just think that's weird.
I like being able. My preference when I play video games, comes down to I like being able to get all of the things in as little of in as few runs as possible, and I prefer not to move on until I'm able to get a specific until I'm able to get all of the things.
Brooke likes
Obviously,
efficiency.
it's not necessarily like it varies a little bit depending on the genre and the game itself. Like if Heaton and I go back to playing Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe,
Which
right?
we will.
We'll finish our goal is to we'll finish a world and then we'll go back and get the gears we miss. Right?
Or you can just play that game with me, the guy who knows it.
See, I was just going to bring up the fact that, I guess I can only really chalk that sort of thing up to a perspective thing because, frankly, I get more value out of games that allow me to play through them multiple times in a way that's enjoyable. And considering that after you beat Hi-Fi, you're basically allowed to replay any level and go back to those levels with all of the abilities you got from the story, for better ranks and going through doorways you couldn't get through previously because you didn't have the proper ability. The fire doors, if you remember.
Yeah.
I think that shit's rad because, and I hilariously got to say this literally yesterday. Replayability is a big factor to me when it comes to enjoying a game. And one of the reasons I heavily praise Hi-Fi Rush is the amount of content it has even after you've beaten the main story. Because the main story is only really around 9 to 10 hours long on average. Which is fine. I do like games with a shorter story time frame. I want to remind you, another favorite game of mine is Mirror's Edge, and that game's not exactly long either. But yeah, no, it's like I just like knowing that the people that I care about are enjoying the things I like. It's great.
Same.
It's part of the reason why I try and make it to all of your Hi-Fi streams, so I can I will say I was very amused by by you saying that just seems difficult, and I'm like, oh, it's not that hard. And then Brooke fucking stops everything she's doing to look me metaphorically dead in the eye in chat and go, I don't trust when you say things aren't hard in this game.
You know it front ways and back ways, baby. You know it all. So it's of course it's not hard for you.
Yeah, no, that it's not that hard. And then I didn't think that. Oh yeah, maybe you should remember that you're the only person who knows this game as well as you do. Because I forget that sometimes.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's just a preference thing with how I play video games. If I'm trying to go for a 100%, I totally don't mind with having to backtrack later with stuff I unlock later. I understand that. I like Hollow Knight. I like I'm not opposed to a Metroidvania every so often, right? I understand that sometimes backtracking is simply required every so often because you just get shit later with how they built everything. But I guess especially with the last set of levels that I played, since they were so long and so lengthy, even taking out my fucking around, and especially with the verticality of the last one, and it doesn't like you trying to backtrack through the level in case you fucking missed something that you could gotten. It's just a little annoying that I have to wait when I could have gotten something to lessen the amount of playthroughs of that level. Because replayability is not necessarily something that I emphasize in what I play with my games, but that's just me personally, even though there are games I will play over and over, like Bug Fables.
I play horror games.
I was I just can't imagine spending the amount of money on that you typically spend on a game and then not getting a lot out of it.
Dude,
I still get a lot out of my games. I just don't necessarily have the desire to replay it over and over and over again. I get my money's worth usually from the one playthrough.
I think
I think this is just my neurodivergency talking. I don't understand that.
Dude, what a thing that I love is a game that has those types of secrets like Hi-Fi Rush, but they're not as well, I mean, because the example I'm thinking of is Astral Chain, where a lot of the come back here with the other Pokemon later area is just here, you get a boss encounter with a regular enemy that you already fought. But that game also has a permanent level select. I think, like, locking, like, other, like something like that, like a combat encounter behind something like that is a good thing to do, but not like, oh, you're just getting a fucking,
I mean,
we're just locking a health pickup because we can.
I don't know. Like I'm.
I get it.
I don't.
Here's the thing. You don't have to defend your opinion, by the way. You can just say, I prefer this, and keep it at that.
Like, I'm not saying that, like, the Hi-Fi Rush is bad, or that you're bad, or that the way you play games is bad, or whatever. I just have my way of playing games and what my preferences are. And so, like, I'm just saying, there are aspects of Hi-Fi Rush that don't gel with, like, a first playthrough for me, in terms of, like, because when I like to, if completing a game and getting all the collectibles is not a pain in the ass, I typically like to complete it. That's usually my preference, right?
Brooke is a creature of efficiency.
Yeah, and I like to be efficient. And when the game is like, no.
Oh,
Beat
God.
the game first, you silly forehead. And I'm like,
Brooke.
okay, fine.
Brooke, I don't know if I told you, by the way. So I told you, like, did I tell you that I beat Superstar Saga?
Yes, you said Cackleta's soul took you like 4 tries?
It was tough, but the thing that was funny was I was talking to a friend who likes to play Superstar Saga a lot, but had never played the remake. And she said, she asked me, what level are you? And I said, I'm level 32. Going into the Cackleta, like, mid-boss checkpoint. And she said, I will do challenge runs of that game at level 39. As like and I'll be a crazy person. You're here at level 32, and I'm like, yeah, I just didn't grind.
By the way,
Criminal.
obviously since you're here, this is completely unrelated, but since you're here, I need to say this.
I'm sorry, I'm taken.
No, not that. Also, I know. But like, also congrats, by the way. But no, that what I was going to bring up had nothing to do with your dating life. Which, by the way, again, congrats. But I was going to just merely bring up that our conversation from the other day, where you were all like telling me if in order to like, you were like, I hope you get satisfaction out of QuickTime events, and I'm like, well, I mean, and you're like, no, you don't understand. Then you were like,
oh, did you play Asura's Wrath finally?
I started it the other night.
Yeah, now do you get it?
You were very right. I was all like, oh, well, it'll be like, 2010's action games had a lot of QuickTime events. I played.
No.
I was like, I played God of War and Bayonetta. I'll be fine. Plays for the first few levels of Asura's Wrath. Oh, Avi was so right.
That's not what I meant, man. That's why I was saying, like, with Bayo, it's one thing. With Metal Gear Rising, it's another thing. With Wonderful 101, it's another thing. With Asura's Wrath, if you do not like QuickTime events and QuickTime event culture, I guess, don't.
Azura really said, I'm doing it for the culture! Which, side note, I got punched in the face when I started the game, because I was like, why does Azura sound like Infinite from Sonic?
Because
what the fuck?
Liam O'Brien.
Yeah, I know. I looked it up. I was like, oh, god damn. Why is my first thought about Liam's voice Infinite now? I hate
Welcome
that.
to it. Welcome to being Sonic Trash.
I know.
Justin says, I wish I could do it before beating the story. I'd like to at least A rank then before I beat the final boss. It's kind of how I finalize the game's story, and then maybe go back for the higher rank. Again, personal preference.
Fair enough.
I guess it's because of the games I'm allowed me to go back to a level regardless of where I am in the story, to my own leisure. I love going through the story. I
Yeah.
don't like when the story wants me to move on instead of letting me go back for a bit of completion stuff or for me to practice my abilities. Brooke and I think in similar ways.
Okay,
Yeah.
but like,
Okay,
It's a
I
lot
think
like
I,
that.
I think
There's
I
a lot-
figured it out actually.
but I've watched Brooke play the game. There's a lot of secrets that she can still get on a first playthrough.
Yeah.
Like-
It's true, but like, yeah, like I like to be as efficient as possible, and things like that. But like, it still sucks that like there is no level select. Even if I miss one of the ones I can get, like I have to beat the whole game before I can go back to Corsica's levels because I missed some shit. Right?
Okay.
That I could have gotten because that tower section doesn't let you backtrack.
Okay, to be fair, you can go to each individual level, of course, because you don't have to replay all of the
No,
levels.
I figured as much.
Yeah,
No,
but the
I
way
figured
you
as much.
the way you worded it kind of implied something that wasn't true.
Okay, I've got it for you. Here's the deal. So Hi-Fi Rush and Devil May Cry 3 exist at the opposite exist at the opposite ends of the spectrum of made for freaks.
Yeah.
Hi-Fi Rush is a 1 and DMC3 is a 10.
You're gonna need to elaborate what you mean by that before I fight you.
Well, DMC3 or DMC4. No, actually, excuse me. It's DMC4. DMC4 is made for freaks. Here's what I mean.
Yeah, please explain.
What I mean is games that are made for freaks are made in so that once you get a new tool, you must go back to every single crevice in which you think there's a possibility that tool might be used, and you use it there with a 99% chance of not succeeding in anything happening. And games that are not made for freaks will usher you to just go as much as possible.
Oh, speaking of Devil May Cry, actually.
Okay,
Oh,
because
we're
I
gonna
was
talk
about to
about
get
insufferable fans?
okay, because I was about to get annoyed because I thought you were implying Hi-Fi was a 1 out of 10, and I was about to get mad at you.
No, I mean I just mean
It's
like
the scale of freaks, not scale of quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
scale of
live.
freak. So, fucking, so we were talking about games that we're owed. And I'm owed, I'm gonna sit next to Justin while he's on the sticks playing DMC5.
yeah, I'm gonna sit there too. What the fuck?
No, just me, I'm special, because I live in the house, Neener.
Oh.
But he's gonna let's play DMC5. And he's like, should this really be my first one? And I looked at him and I went, yes. And
Yes.
And he's like, should I replay the? And I went, no.
No.
I'm like, nobody in our friend group, nobody who matters. I'm like, some people are gonna be. I said I'll open up with like some people in these comments, may or may not be saying, Justin, why wouldn't you start with any of the earlier? Because fuck you.
Literally
Okay.
die.
Okay, real quick, since we're on the DMC subject, I need to ask everyone in this room who's played through the series, and I mean played through the series.
Okay, never mind.
Yup. This is why I need to be in the room.
What is your all-time favorite game in the series?
5. Actually, no. Hold on. Fuck.
Oh.
Damn it! Because
I
here's the
just
thing.
I just want to know if you're based or not.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. 5 got me into playing Devil May Cry 5. 3 got me through living through the pariah state.
Okay.
That makes sense.
When I was in yeshiva, my only companions who did not tell me how much they hated minorities was the Strive arcade mode and Devil May Cry 3 on my Switch.
All right.
I played Devil May Cry 3 4 times in the span of 2 months, and I hated 60% of it. but it was still incredibly fun, and I liked it a lot. But I think, okay, it depends on what aspect of the games you're asking about, because I think that DMC3 has the best boss of any game in that series, but 5's overall quality is the best game. But DMC3 is my favorite Dante.
Okay. I respect that. A little disappointed, but I respect it.
I think, okay, 3 has my favorite Dante. I still like playing Nero more.
Okay, never mind. You're based. Okay,
But
it's
like,
fine.
but if I ask you, what is your favorite boss fight in Devil May Cry? The implied question is it Virgil 3? If not, why?
Because I like the fight against Virgil in 5 where you're Nero, because you get to play Nero.
And that's where my brain just kind of gives up, because I make too much of a distinction between how the fights work mechanically as the boss perspective to even think about the mechanics of the fight from the perspective of the player character. Because while I do like playing against Virgil as Nero more, that fight ends in 5 seconds.
I just like Nero more. I like playing as him more. He's faster than Dante. I like his toolkit better.
Okay, but now here's the better question.
Okay.
DMC3 mission 20 or DMC5 mission 19?
That's actually a hard question.
Think about that while I piss, and then Heaton can talk about, and then that's the end of the sentence.
Because the bit was... oh wait, I have to wait for Avi to get back, because he'll get a kick out of it.
It will be less than 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, go for it. Piss as fast as you can.
Wait. Hold on, I think I put together what the fuck about that question is funny. Hold on.
Hello, Jazz! Thank you for hanging out!
Anyway, I was just trying to say that I was just trying to find an elaborate way to bring up that 4 is my favorite in the series.
It's because you like Nero.
Well, no, yeah. I can grapple enemies towards me. I like the way he moves. I like his speed and movement in combat. I like his combo potential. He has a great toolkit that appeals to what I look for in this genre of video game.
I like Dante.
I like Nero because he's essentially Bankai Chai, and I think that's rad. He's Banchai.
I like Dante. I like big sword.
I like Dante because he has dual guns. I like his attitude. I joke with my sister that I'm the Dante in our familiar relationship, and it's true.
No, you know what? I take that back. I like Dante because, haha, parry button, go burr.
Oh no, I used to not understand Royal Guard people. And while I still prefer being the trickster because I like the zoomies in my combat, I do switch to Royal Guard for combo potential because DMC 4 and 5 lets you switch between styles on the fly, and I love going trick dodge, then Royal Guard, and then just guarding the next 4 moves, and then
less than 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Avi had a fucking aneurysm watching me go through whole sections, just Royal Guarding it up and just perfect parrying over and over again. And he's like, "How are you doing that on a keyboard?" I'm like, buttons.
Well, Royal Guard! That's the thing. On a keyboard, it's fine. The aneurysms I didn't tell you about.
That's a sentence?
We're watching you play as Nero. No, because it was like, you had Buster Arm, which is your favorite arm in the game. And I was like, she slammed it on the desk, and I was like, you should probably equip that. And you were like, yeah. And then you just kept doing bullshit. And then when you did the Buster Arm for the first time, you were like, wow, that was awesome. And I'm like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, so,
I felt him, unironically, I could feel you getting mad, and that's part of why I waited so long, is because it was just funny watching you get more and more frustrated that I wasn't using it.
but yeah, so, yeah, no.
So I had a bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we were talking about, Devil May Cry, and
Like right now, yes.
Yeah, and Justin said, like, shouldn't I start with an earlier one? And I said, no. And I'm like, no one whose opinion you should care about is going to fault you for not starting with one of the earlier ones. And he said, he goes, no, that makes a lot of sense, actually. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, well, Devil May Cry is one of those franchises where I hear people say, I love Devil May Cry 3, it's such a good game, except for those parts. And Devil May Cry 2 is good, except for some janky boss fights. And Devil May Cry 4 is good, and then Brooke goes, except for that half, and which half that half is depends entirely on who you ask. And he's like, yeah. And he goes, basically, 5 is the only one I've heard people like without needing to put an asterisk on why they like it. And I'm like,
You know,
yeah!
it's really-
It was one is the janky boss fights. No one likes 2. People like half of 4, and which half depends entirely on who you ask.
See, I like all of 4 myself. I actually personally have one problem with 5. Which is that I feel like it's, out of the entire series, it has the least interesting level design.
Really? I really like 5's level design.
No, I like some of its levels, but, like, I don't know why, but, like, I think of, like, the level... I think of the...
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
that's why! It's got that fucking KH2 level design where most of it's just hallways. Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay. Yeah.
But no, like...
hang on, Lynn asked a question. $20
Okay.
for a ship, should I be concerned? No, so... You, the way that my fundraiser works is... Here, I'll bust out the visual aids again, because it's been a minute.
There we go.
Nice, nice.
So I'm raising money for Trans Lifeline, as you can see.
Hooray!
And what we've been doing is I'm doing sticker designs, where if you donate $20, you get a ship sticker, which looks like this. And if you get a single character sticker, you get one that looks like this.
Huh.
Of whatever character you so desire.
Oh, hey, I bought that one.
Yeah. Gallifrey, if you picked one, I didn't see it, so you have to let me know.
Oh, he said that he pretty much just wanted to donate,
Pog.
and also to make it 200.
Pog, thank you.
So, I have an opinion about Devil May Cry for Justin. Justin should play DMC3 on the Switch if he wants to know why the last 3 chapters of DMC5 exist.
I will say, I think we're at a... I genuinely do think, and this is a rare thing for me to say about any game, I think we're at a point where the Switch version of Free is probably the best way to play it at the moment.
Yeah, dude, I love telling people, yeah, play Devil May Cry 3 on the Switch, you'll love it.
Yeah, no, it's weird, because usually the Switch version of games is the worst way to play 90% of them. But DMC Free decided it wanted to be different, and now the Switch version is the definitive way to play that game.
Oh, it's definitive to play. It's definitive way to play without mods. Let's be real.
No, yeah, and modding DMC Free on PC is a pain because for some reason the HD collection runs like ass on my computer, despite emulated versions of the exact same games running fine on the same computer.
Modding DMC3 is how you play it on Switch, because you get style switching and full weapon switching, which are PC mods they added to the Switch version. Which is hilarious, considering the console version of the definitive edition of Devil May Cry, was just PC mods.
Yeah. I also know that
Dante
I know the PC version of DMC didn't add any of the definitive edition updates to it, so it's kind of the PC version
Because
is
all those were mods.
yeah. The PC version of DMC is out of the box without mods, inferior to other versions of that game. And it's kind of the same way with Devil May Cry 3, where the Switch version is kind of just out of the box vanilla experience, the best way to play that game in current day because of the little things it added. And it's the same thing with DMC, or as a lot of my friends like to call that one, The Adventures of El Dante.
Okay.
The Adventures of Al Dente.
I'd also say DMC3 is worth it, so you can see why you're supposed to care about Dante.
Oh no, yeah. I think Devil May Cry 3 is amazing in terms of making Dante an actually really engaging character.
That's
And
when
it's
he
one of the
becomes
reasons
Wacky Woohoo Pizza Man.
And that's why I like it, because like I prefer playing as Nero. Like that's true. But Dante is a character I've always kind of enjoyed. I mean, again, he's literally one of the main characters I play as in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like I clearly like this guy. And I feel like DMC Free did a lot to really get the ball rolling on his character. And
Demon
I
May
think-
Cackle, that's very good.
And I think most people who have played for the series will agree with me on this take. I think 3, 4, and 5 are where Dante's at his best character-wise.
I agree.
Yeah, because they're the Itsuno games.
Yeah, no. From what I understand, Itsuno kind of is the backbone of what a lot of people like about this series.
I love you, Slayer.
Play Strive with me, anyway.
Yeah. I'd also say the justification for playing Devil May Cry 3 is that it's Hakita's favorite game.
Well, the justification for it is that it's a good game.
If you like Ultra Kill and you want to know why all the hidden boss fights are 2 enemies but one is red and one is blue, play Devil May Cry 3 and you'll find out.
I've never related to Hikita more than when I found the 2 instances of Agni and Rudra, because I too am a motherfucker who has a very passionate love of random nothing NPCs from an action game. I don't know how to express to you that of all the characters in all of No More Heroes, my favorite character is Holly Summers.
Well, you also haven't played No More Heroes 3, so Henry has been ruined for you.
No, it has nothing to do with that. I just love Holly Summers. I'm just weirdly obsessed with her.
Okay, if you'd actually, like, I'm being million with you, not even streaming it, would just love playing, TSA. First of all, because you get to play with my friend. And you and I would get to play together.
I was about to say.
Because that is the most thorough deep dive of every character in that series.
I love
TSA.
with all of my heart that this motherfucker looked at me and was like, "Did you like Killer is Dead?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm one of the like 10 people in that fan base. Why?" And he's like, "Mondo's in it," and I'm like, "Damn."
Yeah.
Or better, it's like you remember Shadows of the Damned, and it's just I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get to fight the gun.
I get to fight the boner.
Yeah, you get to fight everything Suda51 hates about Shadows of the Damned. You get to fight his like repression.
That's why that's why when I saw the remake, I was like, I'm so excited. He gets to finally make the video game.
I was just gonna say, I think TSA is the second best game in the entire No More Heroes series. I think Travis Strikes Again is probably the second best game in the entire series. I say second because the first game is the best one, in my opinion.
Agreed. Hard agree. First game I ever 100%ed.
Yeah, because No More Heroes 1 is perfectly paced, has an amazing gameplay loop, wonderful cast of eccentric bosses, character, good level design. Everything about the first game is so fine-tuned that I can look past a number of minor problems. Because I always say this: if a game is really good, it'll outshine its its issues. And No More Heroes 1 is definitely that. I think the game is amazing.
I'll say this. I'm going to give the controversial opinion about No More Heroes 1. I think the side jobs were fun.
No, you're right. You should fucking say it. Say it out loud. Say it more.
I think okay, well, it's not a controversial No More Heroes opinion. It's a very, very like lukewarm No More Heroes opinion.
That Jasper Bat Jr. robbed you of a good boss fight?
No, actually, I thought that boss fight was really overhated, and that people
To the point-
shitting on that fight don't know how to play the game properly.
Didn't
Sorry.
Alex Broshan take back that take?
He
almost did. He took back the take in that he doesn't think it's badly designed. He just doesn't like it.
Yeah, no, I do
Which
find
I
it fun.
totally get.
My ranking of the series is, I think one's the best one. I think TSA is the second best one. I think Desperate Struggle is third best, and then the third game is my least favorite.
You want my hot take?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I like Killer is Dead. I like Killer is Dead better than No More Heroes.
I think that's because you haven't played No More Heroes 3 or TSA.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is my perspective. I don't think playing No More Heroes 3 is going to change that opinion, personally. But, like, I haven't played Killer is Dead all the way through. I want to, because it looks pretty dope. Because Killer is Dead... I was just going to say, Killer is Dead gives me the vibe of, like... It feels like playing a 20-episode niche anime you discover in the middle of the night at 3 a.m.
And I'm nothing if not... And Heat and Vibes are nothing if not exactly that.
Yeah, no, really. It's the Heat and vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, what were we going to say, Kaden?
I was going to say Lollipop Chainsaw. End of story.
Yeah,
no,
the remake.
I was gonna say, I don't know what it is. I'm not using any particular R words because I don't know what it is at this point. I just know that it's the game on new platforms. That is what it is to me.
Repop. It's Repop.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I did not know it was announced to be remastered.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that because, like I've said many times before, I love Lollipop Chainsaw. I think it is Suda 51 gift to the girlies and the gays, and I adore everything that game represents in terms of its vibe. So that's my opinion. I think it's rad.
Lollipop Chainsaw is proof that Suda 51 can't be homophobic.
No, I was about to say, no, yeah. Suda 51 is like
Lynn says, honestly, the most I've heard about DMC is that it's an ADHD game. Is that true? Avi?
Yes.
Wait.
It's a game to play if you have ADHD.
Wait, shit. Hold on. Stop. Wait.
What's your favorite color?
No, wait. Hold on. My sister's favorite franchise is DMC, and she has ADHD.
You see?
There you go.
I've got to call my sister. Hold on.
So, here's the thing I need to really stress.
Mm-hmm.
If No More Heroes 1 did not have the Henry fight, it would be my least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
The Henry on bitter mode fight just by itself brings No More Heroes 1 from my least favorite to my second favorite, because that is the perfect example of what a hard boss against you should be like, because his moves aren't super tough to get around when you're like starting, or when you understand them, when you know how to use Dark Step, when you know how to utilize the I'm not even shitting you 4 seconds of invincibility frames you get off of a charge attack. It's not hard to counter Henry. But you are fighting him for like an hour. He has over 1,000 HP.
Yeah.
In a game where like the like Gene on hard mode has like 150 HP. You're sitting there fighting him for so long that one of you has to break eventually.
It's truly a war of attrition, and that's kind of sexy, I'm not gonna lie.
It's why I love that fight so much, and like it's I would say just Henry on Bitter is the best fight in all of No More Heroes, but like the end of No More Heroes 3 is just it's just simply too good.
I don't know, man.
I
I
think
love. There's something about Killer is Dead that has the Heaton vibes, and I'm just like, yes.
Like, no, that's the thing. I feel like, in general, like, not, like, I think your favorite Suda game does come down to vibes.
Mm-hmm.
It
Like-
does, and that's one of the reasons why it's forever going to be.
I love KID, man.
Like,
Yeah.
like for example, we've established Killer is Dead is very much Heaton vibes, and that's Heaton's favorite Suda game.
Listen, that fucking fight with the Yakuza boss under the moonlight, that's it, dog.
And I am a proud sayer of Lollipop Chainsaw is my favorite Suda game, and I don't think anyone's gonna contest the idea that that's my vibe. Like, that is absolutely a game with my vibe written all over it.
I'm gonna.
All right, what are you giggling about?
Guess mine. You're gonna be wrong.
Fire Pro Wrestling.
You're right.
Yeah!
Well, I mean, that makes sense. That's, again, it goes, all three examples are just proof of my point.
It's
That's
not kidding. It's not.
Oh.
No, wait. It's no. Wait. It's No More Heroes.
Yeah!
That's-
Because I'm not gonna lie, my favorite part of No More Heroes 3, aside from some of the bosses, because I would say No More Heroes 3 has the best boss roster in the series, like consistently. But the best part are the parts where it's just Travis and Bishop, like just podcasting about their favorite Takashi Miike movies. Because that's how I spend my time.
I've stated, like, I have my issues with No More Heroes 3, but I do like the parts of it that are unfiltered, like, Suda personality.
I don't know
like
why I thought you were gonna say I like the parts that are good.
Well, obviously, but, like, and I've talked before about how I think, well, not here, but, like, in other spaces, about how I think No More Heroes 3 kind of is my least favorite. Not bad, but it's my least favorite. Because I don't like how it's paced. I don't like that there are basically no proper levels anymore. I don't like that it kind of feels all over the place in certain parts. And that's me. That's entirely me.
I think it might have been mainly like I'm looking at it, not devil's advocate, but more of Suda didn't want to leave any stone unturned so anybody who could say, well, there's a possibility you can make a. No, he's like, I want to never talk about No More Heroes again.
But that's the problem, is because the game ends on a cliffhanger!
See, I was going to bring up the fact that I would be willing to believe that for the sole fact that Suda has stated before that he doesn't know if we'll ever see the series again because he doesn't legally own it.
Yeah.
And he still made a new Destroy Man.
Yeah. Like, and again, I'm fine with the series where it is. I personally am very thrilled about watching Suda revisit the 2010s era of his work, like Shadows of the Damned or Lollipop Chainsaw. I don't know if he's gonna do something with Killer is Dead, but it's possible.
Please.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a bare bones remaster because it looks like
If that
Lollipop
would
Chainsaw.
still be good.
I love
It looks like it looks. I was gonna say because it looks like Lollipop Chainsaw's Repop is just a bare bones remaster.
Good.
I love with all
Considering
of my
I
heart.
haven't been able to play the original, I would like to.
I was about to say, good. It should be. I'm tired of remakes. Just do regular remasters, please.
I love with all
I
of my
think
heart.
Shadows of the Damned needs a remake. not
Oh
a
yeah, it
remaster.
needs a remake, but for different reasons. I love with all of my heart. I asked Avi, and Avi told me he's like Mondo's in. I almost said DMC3. Is in
Travis.
Is in Travis. And I was like, what does he do? And he goes, he says a sentence. He shows up, has long hair, says a sentence that doesn't make any sense, and then leaves. And I'm like, cool. So his spirit is intact.
No, dude, it's even better. Because here's what happens. This chapter starts with Travis going, let's go find Dracula. Because Dracula has the next death ball. And Gina's like, okay. And so they go, they find Mondo, who is currently killing Dracula. He beheads Dracula, and then he beheads Dracula, and then throws the head to Travis, and says, this is not the real Dracula, this is a fake, and then leaves.
As is his wanton way. Our king.
So
Kills fuckers, gets pussy, explains nothing, and then leaves.
here's my question to you, Heaton. What is your favorite video game director?
Ooh. Director?
Yeah.
I have one.
Probably. I'm gonna be real. It's gonna. You think a bunch of you think you know the answer, and a bunch of you are wrong. Because I think
it's not Hideo Kojima.
No, I think it's probably Ken Levine.
Who?
The creator and director of BioShock.
Yeah.
I have listen. People have talked shit about Infinite, and I get it. And I think a lot of their complaints are fair, in personal,
It's fair and valid. There's a lot of weird, just trying to be like, oh, both sides bad, when one side is objectively worse.
Yeah.
And they try to, there's a lot of problems with the plot, and I will admit that, but I don't care, it was mine, so it's my favorite.
But,
no, but you don't understand the way it furthered the porn industry.
Yeah, God. Motherfuckers wanted to fuck Elizabeth so bad that that's not a joke. Do you not know that?
It's not a joke. It's
No,
not a joke.
I do. I think
It's not a joke.
Yeah, it's not a bit. Fucking people were so horny for Elizabeth that that it furthered the porn industry.
Human society will always be innovation in human society will always be led by women. Ultimately.
Look,
This is why we need to get tall women with big noses in the porn industry.
But
anybody who understands the tech industry understands that technology will only advance based off of how accessible it is to the porn industry. Perfect example.
Exactly.
It was hard for the porn industry to get their hands on Betamax, but it was not hard for them to get their hands on VHS, when Betamax is the superior format.
But
fucking average laser disc not enjoyer.
But
I get his point.
Ken Levine fucking gets it. His shit has texture. It has it's even when it's not at its prime. I stand by. I love BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite. BioShock 1 is the best game ever. It's my favorite video game. Because the raw, unshakable texture, the way that you can, I feel like even back then, even playing it on original Xbox, an original copy all those years ago, I felt like I could reach out and touch Rapture. It was a place that was so, it felt, the way that he puts his shit together, you could say whatever you want, but all of his places, his characters, they feel so real. They have, and not even in a pretentious, realistic way. It's just I can sink my teeth into them immediately.
Then I got a game for you.
I'm so excited for Judas. I'm so fucking excited for Judas. It looks so good. I have to know what its fucking vibes are about, because it's got the same fucking... I heard a couple of people be like, oh, the BioShock vibes aren't there. I'm like, first of all, shut the fuck up. Yes, they are. But, I'm not here for BioShock. I'm here for Ken Levine's brand of, again, the texture.
Existentialism.
Yeah, I can reach out and I can feel it. I can feel the cold steel under my fingertips. I can smell the water all around me. I can hear the wind in my ears. Like, that's the vibe. That shit's
I think that
amazing.
might be your autism.
It's partly my autism. But like for example, it's why I fucking love Neil Gaiman, is because Neil Gaiman writes in such a way that, like, if you showed me if you read parts of Good Omens out to me and told me these are Bible passages, I'd just believe you.
So, anyway, I had my own answer for the game director question.
Mm-hmm.
I kept thinking there was an opening and then there wasn't, so I just kept sounding like I was about to start. If I had to, it's a tie, honestly, between either John Joannis or Joseph Fares. I think, obviously, John Joannis is here for the obvious fact he directed Hi-Fi Rush, and everything I learn about that man just makes me relate to him in a lot of ways. It feels like he'd understand me. Like, I feel like if I got to sit down and talk with him, we just vibe. And Joseph Fares, I just have respect for, because it feels like he's one of the few people in the major AAA industry that gives a shit, and I think that's rad.
Lynn, I wanna like Cyberpunk, I can't.
Yes, Cyberpunk's tough. For me, it took me a while to get to this conclusion, but recently it's Hidetaka Miyazaki.
Really?
Yeah, like Miyazaki is.
Like,
he is.
Yes.
Like the Dark Souls guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like, I was gonna say it's either him or Yoko Taro for me.
I didn't know you played Dark Souls.
So fair.
The reasoning why is because I like storytelling, but I also really like subtle storytelling. I like world. I like seeing the history of a world as I explore it. And Miyazaki has a great job setting all of that stuff up.
Yep.
And I would go as far to say that even though I have not beaten it, I'm still struggling with it. Even though I have not beaten it, from my point of view, Elden Ring is the perfect video game.
Dude, I totally get it. I feel that. I feel that take on a visceral level. I was playing Elden Ring last night, and I was thinking, like, wow, this game has a lot of problems to it, except for the fact that it's the best video game ever made.
Lynn, I'm gonna shoot you down, and Caden can yell about this all he wants, but it's the real answer. Yeah. I in good conscience cannot call Cyberpunk anything even remotely close to peak fiction when its literal opening conceit is a plot hole.
You think I'd fight you back. I enjoyed the game for what it was, and I will not defend me enjoying something, but I know the game's not perfect.
No,
I will say this.
No, you and I have specifically, because when we were talking about this, too many days, you and I were talking about it, and I said, I was like, the conceit of the video game doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and went, what do you mean? And I said, literally the entire idea that, like, well, you have to put the chip in you because its cooling containment broke, and if it overheats, it will work. It's like, so it needs
keep it in Jackie.
Yeah, so I was like, so you need to, so I'm like, so let me get this straight. It has to be kept in, like, this airtight, freezing cold container or it'll break. And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, so the safest place for it is inside a 100-degree humid human body. And there was a pause, and he was like, Well, like, and I'm like, no, like, I get it. I get that something has to be the inciting incident for the video game, right? And that's fine. It's just, like, a slight tweak, and that would make any sense at all.
I think the thing I would put out there is, then yeah, don't open up the container. The only defense I'd give is all the people that are involved in that decision are not tech savvy.
Yeah.
Even though as a counter argument to that argument, because I know that's an argument that would be made, then what is V? If V is supposed to be an extension of you, shouldn't there be like an option to all that stuff? There's another way you could go around to getting the chip into V, and there absolutely, and I do agree. One of the simple ones is like you need to hide it.
Then what? If it's designed to go into people, then it shouldn't need to be kept in a freezing cold environment all the time. That's my point. Is like I'm not saying like the conceit of the chip needing to go into your body is one thing. I just think that there's like 1,000 better ways to get that chip in your brain.
Yeah, we're also put this out there. We're not, just because it has a plot hole doesn't mean your enjoyment of the game is invalid.
Yeah, exactly.
If that was the thing, JoJo's would be literally impossible to enjoy.
Yeah, I don't think the game is inherently like unplayable or anything, but for me, I was like, and I'm like, all right.
Also, we're doing a conversation on directors, and I refuse, even as a fan of CD Projekt Red games and Cyberpunk 2077, I refuse to give that director any fucking credit other than he is the reason why that game failed in the first place. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, geez, I wonder.
Those devs deserved better. Alright. Ben had to go.
As is his way.
But to bounce off his Miyazaki thing, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
We live in a world where we have two powerful Miyazakis, right? Who are like a mirror image of each other, in the sense that they are completely fucking different. Hideo Miyazaki is known for all these cynical statements, but have you ever looked up some of the quotes of Hidetaki Miyazaki?
God, he's funny.
First of all, the best quote he's ever had is, anytime I start designing a world, I start putting in poison swamps and think, I just can't help myself.
I just can't help myself.
He's like, I can't fucking stop.
I was gonna say, every creative has that one thing they can't help themselves but include in everything they make.
Yeah, like fucking Quentin Tarantino with his foot shit.
Oh, all right. That wasn't I was gonna make fun of myself, but okay, fine.
I was like, oh, I don't have really an answer to this. I was gonna answer as a joke. Haha, Kojima made David Hayter say bisexual for the first time in a video game. But no, Con Gao makes you really think about what it means to live and rip your heart out at the same time.
No, fuck Con Gao. I'm going to beat that Korean Canadian to death.
I don't know who I need to like make like an actual top 10 to conceive of who my favorite of the 18 is.
The fucking few.
The fucking few.
It's I guess like I like directors who are not overtly cynical with their actual attitude in life, but are extremely cynical in their game design. Basically, I'm gonna take all my negativity out on the player.
Dude, it's the fucking what's his name?
Junji Ito?
Junji Ito shit. Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what was it? There's a quote. You would think this is Hideo Miyazaki quote, but this is a Hidetaki Miyazaki. Don't give up. Obstacles can be overcome through strategy and learning.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, he probably said that while he was making the Lake of Rot.
Yeah, I'm also like To be honest, I'm not really interested in how I'm viewed as. The only thing I'm interested in is to keep creating something special. Whether that something is synonymous to me or not is really none of my concern. That is hubris. That is humility. That is something very rarely seen with people who have a position of power, and it's awesome. It's awesome to see stuff like that.
I've got the question for you that'll like be the question forever.
Mm-hmm.
Is I'm bad at video games a John?
Yes.
No. Question. We've already had this discussion.
It depends on the context.
Does it?
Yes. I think admitting that something is a skill issue is one thing, but using I'm bad at video games to deflect you getting aggressively angry is a John, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an absolute John.
I think it can be a John, but not necessarily.
Okay, I was thinking about it, and like any person who says I'm not good at blank game because I'm bad at video games, or I can do, or like I know I have this mechanic at my disposal, but I can't do it because I'm bad at video games. That's a John.
That's a John, yeah.
Okay.
Which is to say.
So now
Would you like to explain to the chat and to maybe some people I know what a John is.
Oh my god, how many people in chat don't know what a John is?
It's a funny thing in my opinion, what makes a John.
A John is essentially an excuse as to why you're not winning a game. It's an excuse as to why you're not winning specifically.
Yeah.
So, like, the sun was in my eye, I had to walk my dog, my brother's playing, the controller's busted.
Yeah, if you're like, oh, it's my fucking controller, to try and get out of why you lost, then that's a John.
Yeah.
But, the thing that really got me once was I was asked, why are you not in Celestial? And I couldn't answer the question, so I just said I'm bad at video games. And I was told that's not an answer.
Which one of Tito's wives are an introvert and which ones are extroverts? Introvert? Isobel is an introvert. The rest of them are extroverts.
Okay, so Ayame is the name I've been looking for, then.
I will post in the group chat and on Twitter, not on Twitter, on Tumblr. I'm not on Twitter anymore. Fuck Twitter. But that's that. That's that on that. How long did that take me?
Yeah.
2.5 hours? Hog.
Alright, expect.
Well, actually more than that. It's probably closer to 4, but sure. Who are we raiding?
There's Ellie.
There's Ellie.
Ellie's going.
Who else?
Ellie is streaming, yeah.
Or
gonna...
we'll send to Ellie because we've raided to Realm already this week.
I'm gonna draw the fuck out of Ayame when I get the time.
Skinny Queen.
God, she's pretty. Fuck.
They're
all pretty. I want to make that clear, but fuck.
All right. I will be seeing all of you tomorrow. Oh, I didn't know Ellie had a custom MKP and GTuber. I love that. That's really great, actually.
Yeah, it looks dope.
But yeah, so go over to Ellie, and I'll see all of you tomorrow. Goodbye!
Goodbye!
Tell her that Kung Lao wants to eat her.